Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. You're here for first appearance. My name is Judge Ruppe. You are here because you're accused of, you're here because I need to determine whether there was probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the State Attorney's Office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you were arrested on a new charge or warrant. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pre-trial release which will be imposed upon you. I will determine today whether you would like the public defender to represent you. You're entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford one, I will appoint the public defender's office for you this morning. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward to the podium. Barbara Beria. Good morning. Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth, please?
12/5/1989.
All right. You are here today for a domestic battery. Currently, there's no bond pursuant to statute. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you in this case?
Yes.
Okay. I'll appoint the public defender's office. State, does Ms. Beria have a prior record?
Yes, a battery on a person 65 years of age or older. She just got PTI in March of 2017 out of Hernando, and a pretrial diversion for a grand theft in 2010 out of Hernando.
Okay. Did you finish up that PTI program? Are you finished?
Yep.
Alrighty. I have an address for you on Maywood Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
About a month now.
Okay. Where did you live before that? In Hernando County?
Yep, at where I was arrested, 2034 Bishop Road.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hernando County?
My whole life.
Alright. Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a server at Red Lobster.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give you a bond on this case, but I need to order that you don't have any contact with Timothy Kaczynski. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever, okay? Do not call, do not write, do not email. If you see him out somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. If he calls you, you should hang up the phone. Any way that you can imagine having contact with Mr. Kaczynski, I forbid you from doing so. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case he wants to file any civil paperwork against you. If he does do that, you want to make sure you read it very carefully to be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from him, his home, his vehicle, or anywhere else where he may frequent. I'm going to give you a bond of $2,000. I'm going to see you back to court on March 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? Make sure to reach out to the public defender.
Thank you.
Michelle Bolt. Can I have your date of birth?
31/7/18.
You're here today for possession of a controlled substance and possession of drugs paraphernalia. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State, does Ms. Bolt have a prior record?
Yes, Your Honor, a petty theft in 2018 adjudication of guilt where county time was spent, and that happened in Largo, and it was also with a trespass to a structure or conveyance adjudication of guilt as well. Actual constructive possession of a synthetic adjudication of guilt where county time was spent, and that was out of Pasco County.
When was that?
And, sorry, Your Honor. That was in 2017, July 20th, 2017. And in 2009, another Pinellas charge of a synthetic adjudication of guilt. And back in 2008, obtaining or attempting to obtain a controlled substance adjudication withheld, and that was out of Pinellas County. It looks to be some sort of probation.
All right, Ms. Bolts, I have an address here on Montana Ave in Newport Richey. Is that where you live?
No, ma'am, I'm in North Carolina doing hurricane restoration work.
Okay. And that's where you're living right now? Just temporarily?
Yes,
or are you from Florida?
I am from Florida, but I'm living in North Carolina.
Okay, but at the time of your arrest, you had a Florida driver's license, right?
Correct.
So if you're living in North Carolina, why do you not have a North Carolina driver's license?
I've had issues with getting one up there. They want you to have a car that's registered that I did not have at that time, ma'am.
Okay. If you bond out, before you leave there at the jail, we need your address in North Carolina, okay?
I can give it to you now, ma'am.
Well, I just want you to give it to the jail before you leave.
Okay.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Hurricane restoration.
All right, and the possession of controlled substance, I'm going to set your bond at $10,000, and on the possession of paraphernalia, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. We're going to see you back to court on March 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you.
Jamie Casey. Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
5489.
Right. You're here today for failure to return leased property based on a warrant signed by Judge Angelitis back on January 28th. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. Date, shipper fire record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't have an address for you, Ms. Casey. Where are you living these days?
I'm actually living in the dog center, the domestic violence shelter.
Okay. Okay, how long have you been in Hernando County?
7 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for Walmart.
Okay. The store or the distribution center?
The store.
Alrighty. Alright. I'm going to ROR you today. I'm going to see you back to court March 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Make sure the state attorney's office and your public defender and the clerk of court know where you're living at all times so that we can get in touch with you in case your court date changes, okay? I will see you back to court. Did I tell her already?
March 19th.
March 19th at 9 o'clock. So she's ROR. Samantha Perkins?
Good morning.
Good morning. Can I have your, afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
11/28/88.
All right. You're here today for an aggravated battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State. Does Ms.
Yes.
Perkins have a prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. A battery in Hernando County, adjudication of guilt in 2015, where it looks to be a short county jail sentence was imposed. And 2014, adjudication of guilt for a false ID given to Leo, where a short 30-day Hernando County jail sentence was imposed. And 2013, adjudication of guilt for a possession of controlled substance that an actual constructive possession of a synthetic, where county time was spent 102 days. And a grand theft in 2008 pre-trial intervention, and that was out of Hernando County as well.
Okay. Ms. Perkins, I have an address here on Thrasher Ave in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
No, 2 Big Court East, South Florida.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
3 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for my dad's construction company.
Okay. I need to order that you have no contact with Charles Brown. Don't have any contact with him whatsoever.
Okay.
Do not call him. Do not write. Do not email. Do not have anyone else call him, write him, or email him. If you see him out somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. And if he calls you, you should hang up the phone. If you have any contact with him whatsoever, you will be violating my order, and you could be charged with another crime and held to that bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today as well, in case he needs to file civil paperwork against you, so we make sure that we know where you are and can serve you with that paperwork. If you do get served that paperwork, you want to read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from him, his home, his vehicle, or anywhere else where you may frequent. I'm going to set your bond at $25,000, and we'll see you back to court March 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
25,000?
Yes, ma'am. Jeffrey Hendrickson. Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
Good, how are you?
Date of birth, please.
January 1st, 1989.
January 1st?
I'm sorry, January 19th, 1989.
Alrighty. You're here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
Alright, I'll appoint the public defender's office. State Mr. Hendrickson's prior record.
A DUI out of Hernando County, adjudication of guilt 2018, and no other history, Your Honor.
Alright.
And he's still currently on probation.
I was just going to ask. Alright.
Yeah, I have completed everything except for I owe $291. I plan on paying off this week, and I'm 1 month away from being done with probation.
Yeah, but you're not.
I know.
Okay.
I
So
understand that.
what's going to happen is that although you're going to get a bond today on your case, there'll be a violation of probation warrant coming down the pike in the next couple days, and that'll be a no bond warrant. So it's completely up to you on whether you want to spend your financial resources on the bond on this case, knowing that you're going to be held without bond once that warrant comes through. So I'll leave that up to you. Okay, so the DUI, that was it, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I have an address for you on Rowan Road in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
A year and a half.
You have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
Mechanics and sales.
All right. All right, we're going to set your bond at $2,500. I'm going to order for you to have no contact.
How long does that happen for me? Because she's my wife. We have 2 kids together, and I'm the only provider in the house, and she doesn't want to press charges. That's
Sure.
a question.
Okay.
No.
You need to talk to your lawyer about that. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with your wife,
Okay.
Gina. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call her. Do not write her. Do not email her. Do not have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. If you see her out
Okay.
somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. If she calls you, you should hang up the phone. If you have any contact with Gina whatsoever, you can be charged with another crime and held to that bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today. In case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you, I've set your bond at $2,500, and we'll see you back to court on March 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And you should be advised, sir, that it is not up to Gina whether to, as you say, press charges or not. You're alleged to have committed a crime, and it's up to the state attorney's office on whether they are going to press charges or not Gina.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court date is March 15th at 9 o'clock. Craig Lawson. Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
May 15, 1962.
All right. You failed to appear to some case in Pasco County, and they have a bond for you of $2,013. So we're going to keep you at 2013. Pasco County will come pick you up in a few days. If for some reason they don't, the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me, and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Kyle Solikis. Kyle, can I have your date of birth? Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
11/10/92.
Thank you. You're here today for retail theft. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. I I see that you have two open cases right now, 2018 CT 1895 and 2018 CT 2101. And those are both in front of Judge Hitzman. What we're going to do is I'm going to recommit you on those cases because while you were released, while those charges were pending, you're out committing other crimes. So you're going to be held in custody on those two cases. We're going to set your bond on this case at $2,000, RCO you on those two, and set all of your court cases together on March 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. And we have Dung Tran. Good afternoon, Mr. Tran. 2017 CT 3352. You're here for a driving on suspended driver's license. Are you representing yourself today?
Mr. Ballard.
I believe that we are, Judge. I don't think that Mr. Smith ever filed a notice on this.
Okay.
We also had him in a felony CF case,
Yep.
18 CF 2136. He's resolved that, was sentenced to 8 months.
What are we looking at this time, sir?
He's got 49 days in, and we'd ask for time served on this.
State 41?
49.
49, okay.
No coin.
State's cool with that?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. You want to resolve your case today for 49 days time served?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking a plea on this case today, you're giving up the right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up the right to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up the right to have the state prove the case against you. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, with regard to this driving on suspended driver's license, 2017 CT 3352, how do you plead? Complete no contest.
No contest.
I accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 49 days in the Hernando County Jail. You will have fines and court costs to pay as well as the public defender fee. There will be no cost of incarceration as that was ordered in felony court, and that should clear up this case for you, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Did we get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day.